Welcome to Meera Codes. In previous video, we learned that Java data types are divided into primitive and non-primitive data types. In this video, we are going to learn about primitive data types. As we know, data types are very important because they define what type of a value a variable can store. Java provides some predefined basic data types called as primitive data types. These are the building blocks for storing the simple values like numbers, characters, and a true or false condition. What are the primitive data types? So these are the basic built-in data types provided by the Java. It is used to store the simple and the direct values. And the primitive data type stores the actual value directly into the memory. For example, I have declared the variable called as an x and the value is a 10. So this 10 is a whole number. So I have taken the data type as a int. So variable is a x, value is a 10, and this value will be directly stored in the memory called as a stack. This is the address. For example, if I want to store the person's age, okay, I can use a number type. So number type data types are byte, short, int, long. If I want to store the salary or a price, we can use a decimal type. The decimal type data types are float and a double. If I want to store a single character like a or a B, okay, we can use the character type. So we can declare the data type as a char to store the single character. If I want to store the condition like a true or false, then we use the Boolean data type. Then why does the Java have provided the 8 primitive data types? So Java provides the different types of the primitive data types because different types of data require the different amount of memory. For example, imagine if I want to store the person's age, usually age values are small numbers. So using a large data type like a long, so long it consumes 8 bytes of memory. It is an unnecessary. Okay, if consider the value of the age is a 25, a byte can easily, so byte data type can easily store this value using the 1 byte of memory. Instead of this byte data type, if I use a long to store this value, but it consumes how many bytes? 8 bytes. So choosing the correct data type helps to us to use the memory efficiently and improve the application performance. Here, we have a different types of data types, right? So for that, these are the memory bytes that will be consumed by the different data types. For Boolean, it is a JVM dependent. Like memory size is a JVM dependent because Java does not define a fixed size for a Boolean. Now, like we don't need to memorize these memory sizes. We will understand why each data type has these sizes in detail in upcoming video. So like we have 8 primitive data types. We can categorize them into 4 groups based on the type of the data they store. Whole numbers. So whole numbers, byte, short, int, long. So these are used to store the numbers without decimal points. For example, if I want to store the age is equal to 25, I can use any one of these. An employee ID is equal to 101. I can use any one of these, but based on the condition. Okay, we have to see, like we have to use the memory efficiently, right? So based on that, we will be choosing any one of them. So we will see how to choose this data types in the upcoming videos. Okay. So next one is the decimal numbers. So these are used to store the numbers with the decimal values. So example, salary, temperature is equal to 36.5. Okay. Next one is a character, char data type. It is used to store the single character. Example, A, B, 1, the number which has been enclosed in the single quote. This is considered as a character. Okay, char stores only one character. Then we have a true or a false. This is a Boolean type. So it stores only two possible values, true or a false. So it is mainly used in a decision making condition like a if statement. So these 8 primitive data types help Java handle the different kinds of simple data efficiently. Okay. In the next video, we will explore each primitive data type individually, understand their ranges, memory usage, and when to use which data type with a practical example. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.